So in this session, we will be seeing some JavaScript basics. So the first thing, so I'm using REPL. So this is an online website where you can run JavaScript code. You can for this crash course, I will be using this online compiler. Later, I will show you how to use JavaScript inside your local machine, like on text editors and all those stuff, Visual Studio Code and all. So the first thing we must need to learn when we learning a new programming language is obviously variables, right? So what are variables? So variables are nothing but they are some named locations which store some value, right? Cool. So to create a variable in JavaScript, you need to use the let keyword. So let is a keyword that is used to create variables in JavaScript. For example, I will create a variable a whose value will be 10. So to do that thing, I need to do let a equals 10. So each statement in JavaScript must end with a semicolon, just like our procedural languages like C and object C++ and all the stuff. So every line need to end with a semicolon. So this is how we will create a variable in JavaScript. So let is the keyword, a is the variable name, 10 is the value. So let me print this thing. So to print something, we need to use console.log. So as I told earlier, JavaScript runs only inside the browser. So we need to print it onto the console. So console.log a. So whenever we run the script, if you can see closely, it is here saying Node version 12, which means this online compiler is using Node.js in background to compile this program. So that's out of scope, but just remember to run JavaScript outside of browser console, we need Node.js. So let me compile this program. I will see what the result will be. So as you can see, the output is 10. So this is how we create a variable. We can also pass it any value that you need to want. Let name equals console.log name. So just let me just clear this console. So as you can see, it printed 10 and it printed as well as money. So this is how we create variables in JavaScript. Pretty basic, right? So in the previous years, we used something called as var to create variables. So var a equals 10. So both are almost same, but there are some issues with var using var keyword. So after 2015, let has been added into the mainstream JavaScript. So we now only use let let keyword to create variables. You can also use var, but that's not recommended. So I hope it's clear. Just a recap: to create a variable, the syntax is let variable name equals value terminated with a semicolon. That's it. You doesn't need to import anything and all the stuff like you do in the normal programming languages. Cool. That's about variables, how to create variables. There are nothing, no other ways. You doesn't need to do like JavaScript is a dynamically typed language. So what is meant by dynamically typed language? So there are two types of languages. So the first one is static typed. The second one is dynamically typed. So what is meant by statically typed? In static type languages, we need to specify the data type of the variable when during its creation. Take an example of C program. We will create a variable of a equals to 10, something like this, right? So the value of a will be 10, which is of integer data type. So we need to pass the data type also in statically typed languages. But in dynamically typed languages like Python, JavaScript, we doesn't need to explicitly mention the data type of the variable. We can simply use it as let a equals 10. That's it. So JavaScript will automatically assign the data type of a based on this value. Don't think let is a data type, guys. So let is simply a keyword. Use it to create variables. There are data types in JavaScript which we will learn in the next part. So this is how JavaScript variables creation will work. This is dynamically assigned language, which means you doesn't need to mention data type of the variables. You can directly create them. So this is about creation of variables and using variables. So now let's see what is meant by const in JavaScript. So const is something. It is also used to create variables, but it has a slight limitation. As the name indicates, the variables are constant, which means once the variable is created using const keyword, it can't be changed again. So let me demonstrate you. In this example, I will take let a equals to 10. I will be printing this value console.log, console.log a. Fine. Let's compile this program. As you can see, the result is 10. Now what I will do is I will reassign 20 to a. Now I will console.log a again. Now let's see what will happen. So as you can see, it first gave 10, but it has been updated to 20, which means I have created a variable, assigned it some value, and I updated the value. So when we use let keyword, we can update the values. But take an example of creating a variable of const. So to create a variable of const data, constant, we need to use const and equals to 10. Console.log a of, and that's it. So as you can see, the result isn't changed. So now a is also a variable, but we used const instead of let. So what is the change basically? So now let's do what we have done in the previous part. A equals 20 console.log of a. Now let's see what will happen. So as you can see, it printed 10, but it says type error assignment to constant variable. So as I told earlier, a constant variable will be only assignable only once. If you try to update the constant variable, it will throw you an error. So this is how we create variables in JavaScript. To recap what we have discussed. So to create variables, we have two types. The first one is using let keyword. The second one is using const. So both do exactly same thing, but the only difference is let allows us to update a variable. Constant doesn't allow us to update a variable. It is only created once.